Dear student, today we discuss about animal husbandry. My name is Dr. C.H. Shankar, lecturer in zoology, Government Degree College for Women, Karimnagar. Animal husbandry. Rearing of cattle that are economically useful for human beings is known as animal husbandry. So, animal husbandry related to culturing the animals which is useful for the human beings. Animal husbandry is agriculture method related to livestock breeding and rearing. So it is related to agriculture industry, and livestock means the culturing of animals and breeding techniques. And breeding is a process begin producing the useful varieties from existing one. To meet food needs of growing population throughout world, the techniques that raise the productivity of food are going to play a major role in nearest future. The principles of biology have significance in trial made for high food yield in terms of animal husbandry. Animal husbandry, dairy are very important in rural areas that not only providing employment but also financial benefit. In Indian animal husbandry has a long history. It is came to know domestication of pet animals was there from times of Vedas. So we are practicing animal husbandry and dairy from Vedas period. So in India, cows and buffaloes are mainly domesticated through animal husbandry. So in India, we are domesticating cows and buffaloes. In India, apart from country cattle, 26 species of cows and 7 species of buffaloes are suitable for milk production. Besides them, some other exotic species also grown. Buffaloes breeds of India are divided into 5 groups. They are first South India group species, Toda, South Canara. These two species are related to South India. Murra group species, Murra, Neeli, Ravi, Kundi. These are Murra group species, and Gujarat group, Surte, Mehsana, Jafarabadi. These are Gujarat groups, and Central India species Nagapuri, Pandarpuri, Manda, Jarangi, Kalahandi. These are the Central Indian species, and Uttar Pradesh species Bandwari, Tarai, and these are the 5 groups of species which related to India. Jersey, Holstein, and in the Desi cows, Ongol, Gir, Harisana, Sahwal, etc. are important. These are the important cows are Ongol, Gir. You know about the Gir bisons famous in the world. Harisana, Sahwal, etc. are important. Jersey, Holstein, Brown Swiss, Red Dawn, Ayrshire are the exotic cow species grown for milk production in our country. Nagapuri buffalo is a famous milk productive in Telangana. Nagapuri buffalo is a famous in Telangana. So different buffalo species: Murra, Nagapuri, Surti, Bandwari, Mehsana, Jafarabadi. So cows of India, different cows we have to observe here, and now important. The important cows domesticated for milk production in our state, Dioni, Red Sindhi. So in our state, we are culturing Dioni and Red Sindhi. An average milk production indigenous cows are 170 liters per year. 170 liters per year. The average milk production of Netherlands cow is 4,100 liters. So highest yielding capacity has the Netherlands cow. Due to low milk production, Indian cow satirically called as teacup of cow. Teacup cow. So, in order to raise the quality of milk and the productivity, we should utilize the technology. So, dairy farm management methods. Rearing of cows and buffaloes for milk production is called dairy farm. In foreign countries, cows are grown more for milk, but in our country, buffalo are grown more. We are very backward in milk production when compared to foreign countries. Scientists are trying to enhance milk production by producing new hybrid species that are obtained through hybridization of our country cows and buffaloes with foreign cows and buffaloes. So our Indian scientists centuries to years together trying to producing the different hybrid cows from our desi cows and desi buffaloes crossed with foreign and cows and buffaloes by producing for producing new varieties. I milk yielding varieties and I meat yielding varieties. Dr. Varghese Kurian was the person who tried to more production of milk in India. He was the founder of National Dairy Development Board, which is located in Gujarat. He was the father of White Revolution in India. Dr. Varghese Kurian is the father of White Revolution in India. National Dairy Development Board conducted Operation Flood. Thereafter, the dairy farming in India obtained wonderful development. So, NDDB is cause growing milk productivity in India. Breeding, nutrition, management of milk-giving animals, making milk and milk products suitable for sale with benefits known as dairying. Breeding, nutrition, and management of milk giving animals, making milk and milk products suitable for sale with benefit is known as dairying. Commercial dairy centers have 5 to 100 cows or hybrid buffaloes or Murrah species. For milk centers, we can prepare cream, ghee, curd, buttermilk, yogurt, and kova, etc. So commercially, we are preparing the dairy farms. Each dairy farm has 5 to 100 cows. So these cows can producing the different, especially producing the milk. From milk, we can get the cream, ghee, curd, buttermilk, yogurt, and kova. Dairying provide work and income to farmers in all seasons. Dairying provide work and income to farmers in all seasons. For the past few years, dairy centers developed with new vision due to invention of new technology, management methods, high yield of milk and milk products were given more priority. Next one, management. In the milk center, field management, the methods and system for enhancing milk production and quality of milk are to uh, take in consideration. The important points are: select quality of breeds that have disease resistance and productivity capacity. So we have to select the breeds has disease resistance and productivity capacity. Because of milk productivity depend upon field level purely on quality of breed. So milk production purely depending upon seed level quality of purity. Appropriate habitat, water, air, ventilation, and temperature are required to enhance the productivity. So, along with the seed and appropriate habitat and water, air, ventilation, and temperature required for enhance the productivity. Cattle nutrition, fodder, feed should have quality and quantity. So we have to give the proper nutrition to the cows and buffaloes. Adapt scientific methods. Special care should be taken. So we have to adopt the scientific methods and special care should be taken. Hygienic methods to be followed by for milk production, storage, and transport. If transport, hygienic methods to be followed by for milk production, storage, and transport. If all these methods are mechanized, the hygiene may be enhanced due to the reduction of direct contact with humans and products. Appoint a person in a dairy from with knowledge related to animal husbandry. The supervision of veterinary doctor is must because there is a every possibility to get diseases. So by recording data of the cattle in the farm, we can recording data of the cattle in the farm, we can identify the problems in easy way, can be solved easily. So whenever we are collect the cattle from different areas, we have to prepare the data and entry of the cattle entry of into dairy farm. We have to maintain and we have to identify diseases. That is very suitable to identify diseases. Animal breeding is a cattle culture technique to be followed to get the high productivity in cattle. Many hybrid cows are produced this method with these dairy become profitable. So this is the dairy farms and especially in India and so in India also very excellent dairy farms are there. So that dairy farms are very useful for the farmers. Okay, so when once again we have to remember it in India. So five types of species are there: buffaloes, South Indian group species Toda, South Canara, Murra group species Murra, Neeli, Ravi, Kundi, Gujarat species Surti, Mehsana, Jafarabadi, the Central Indian species Nagapuri, Pandarpuri, Manda, Jarangi, Kalhandi, the Uttar Pradesh species Bandwari, Tarai. In Desi cows, Ongoli. In Desi cows, Ongol, Gir, Haryana, Sahiwal are important. The Ongol, Gir, and Haryana, Sahiwal are important. Jersey, Holstein, Brown Swiss, Red Dane, Ayrshire are the exotic cow species grown for milk production in our country. So in our country we are following Jersey, Holstein, Brown Swiss, Red Dawn, Ayrshire. These are the exotic cow species. So we are culturing for milk productivity. Nagapuri buffalo is famous milk production in our Telangana. So Telangana buffalo is Nagapuri. So there are different buffalo breeds: Murra, Nagapuri, and Surti, and Bandwari, and Mehsana, and Jafarabadi. So different cows: Jersey, Holstein, Ayrshire, and Brown Swiss, and Red Dane, Red Sindhi, Gir, Sahiwal. So these are the Indian cows. Dairy farm management methods, and we have to maintain the proper dairy. And Dr. Varghese Kurian was the famous person to. Uh, he was the treated as a father of white revolution. He was founder of National Dairy Development Board, and National Dairy Development Board Operation Flood conducts the Operation Flood, and the breeding, nutrition, management of milk giving animals, milk making milk and milk products suitable for sale with benefit is known as dairying. Commercial dairy centers can maintain the 5 to 100 cows of hybrid buffaloes, Murrah species. From milk centers, we can prepare cream, ghee, and curd, buttermilk, yogurt, etc. Dairying provide work and income to farmers in all seasons. So now this is the management, and so we have to follow, take the proper cattle and proper buffaloes or cows. We have to maintain proper fodder, and we have to maintain proper temperature and water, ventilation, and we have to maintain the proper hygiene and health, and taking the vaccination and identify the diseases, and we have to maintain the culling, and we have to appointment a veterinary doctor, and so we can an idea about maintenance of dairy. So this is about dairy farm in India. Next, preservation of semen. Semen is one of the important material to maintain the proper pregnancy. So the semen collected from testis of bull, this collected semen is known as seminal fluid. Semen is collected from testis of bull. This collected semen is called seminal fluid. Seminal fluid contains proteolytic enzymes and fructose. The seminal fluid contains proteolytic enzyme and fructose. Sperms are freely swimming in the fluid. The semen of bulls is milky cream in color. The semen of bull is milky cream in color. After the collection of semen, it is kept on water bath for some time at 30 to 34 degrees temperature. The quality is checked with the help of a microscope. So when we are collecting the semen, we have to check the quality, and we have to maintain the proper temperature, that is 30 to 34 degrees temperature. To check the structure and quality of sperm, the eosin and nigrosin stain is used. So we are using eosin nigrosin stain to check the quality of sperm. Dilute the semen with 50% at 30 degrees temperature by using 3% glycerol. So we have to add 3% glycerol at 30 degrees centigrade. 50% we have to add, and 50% chemical we have to add 3% glycerol at 30 degrees centigrade. Afterwards, cool the cement at 30 minutes at 5 degrees. The cement preserved in two methods: horizontal method and vertical method. So in this method, the filtered through horizontal straw and keep the stream of liquid nitrogen at 120 to 130 degrees, minus 120 to 130 degrees of temperature more than 4 centimeters for 9 minutes. Horizontal method. In this method, filtered through horizontal straw and uh, keep the stream of liquid nitrogen at minus 120 to 130 degrees temperature more than 4 centimeters for 9 minutes. So afterwards, the straws are shifted to liquid nitrogen. So afterwards, the straws are shifted to liquid nitrogen. Next one, vertical methods. In this method, the file through straw and keep the stream of liquid nitrogen at minus 120 to 130 degrees more than 0.5 centimeter for 18 minutes. These straws are kept in liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius. So we can preserve the cement with the vertical method and horizontal method. The cement packed in three ways. First one, in 0.5 ml to 1 ml extensible glass sample, and the second one is in 0.25 to zero point 0.5 ml extensible glass um, glavinal straws, and third one is in 0.1 ml pellets can be packed. After packaging, freezing to be done, mechanical freezing or dry ice or liquid solution or liquid oxygen. So we have to freezing, we have to using some chemicals like mechanical freezing or dry ice or liquid solution or liquid oxygen. After freezing, cement preserved in liquid nitrogen and transported to desirable areas. After freezing, the cement preserved in a liquid nitrogen and transported to desirable areas. Artificial insemination. The semen collected from bull is introduced artificially into uterus of cow is called artificial insemination. So where we are collecting the semen, that semen introduced into uterus of cow, that is called artificial insemination. Artificial insemination performed with the cows and buffaloes have finished their ovulation. So after completion of ovulation, so where artificial insemination is performed. By the time the semen kept stored in liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius, the veterinary doctor introduced this semen into uterus of female artificially. The sperm that are present in semen have capacity of fertilization. So this is about artificial insemination. So here simply we have to collect the semen from desirable bulls and stored at 196 minus 196 degrees nitrogen, and introduce this semen into cow or buffalo uterus. So this is called artificial insemination. Advantages: by this method, the hybrid organisms are created. We can regulate the genetical disorder that occur during the normal fertilization. Fertilization capacity is more, so we can save the cattle from legumes occur during the mating. No need of nourishing bulls only copulation. This process give good result because happens under the supervision of veterinary doctor. Okay. So next one, estrus cycle in cattle and detection. Usually the cattle get identified by some characters after they attain puberty or breeding stage. So estrus cycle in cattle, its detection. Cattle become physically fit during the breeding stage. This period sexual hormones are released. Due to effect of hormones that bring changes there by determining breeding stage well in advance. The time of ovulation in sexuality matured cattle is called onset of puberty. The time of ovulation in a sexuality matured called cattle is called onset of puberty. So onset of puberty means it is physiological readiness to sex. During the onset of puberty, the vaginal secretions come out through vagina. We can observe the behavioral change. We can see in the shouting of cattle. Vagina seen in red color. Based on these all characteristic, puberty is identified well in advance. Fertilization. Fertilization reproduction is cattle is totally under control of hormones. Fertilization reproduction is in cattle is totally under control of hormones. Sometimes hormones are injected artificially to the cattle and stimulate them to release ova for fertilization. Ovulation, fertilization, and implantation processes are under the control of hormones and endocrine system. Ovulation, fertilization, and implantation like process under control of hormones of endocrine system. Mainly the hormones from the pituitary gland regulate all these responses. Mainly the hormones from the pituitary gland regulate all these responses. Pituitary gland hormones are injected to cattle to stimulate the artificial ovulation or advanced ovulation. Artificial ovulation or advanced ovulation. So this is animal husbandry practicing in India. So generally in rural areas, the people having 1 or 2 acre land, those are practicing. It is a very advanced, very suitable to get the high yielding productivity and high yielding productivity. So it gives the employment to the females. So the persons, the self-help groups providing financial assistance to these persons to get the cattle, or Telangana government also providing such type of financial assistance to the self-help groups or Dwakra groups, etc. So in India, we are practicing small scale the livestock treated as a small scale industry. So National Dairy Development Board play a key role in operation of flood. The milk is a beautiful nutrient food. It is very useful to the growing children. Okay, thank you.